We are live this Sunday at our Farrows Row subdivision in New Kemet, and once again we are working on the roof, and this is the process of getting these metal roof slats on top of this roof. It's called a boom lift. We're not going to be doing an info session today because, as you can see, I'm out here managing construction. In addition to the roof being put on, we also are getting the electrical installed. And we got our favorite Black Achievement Fund youth helping their dad, Daniel, who is our electrician. He is working diligently getting power into this house. We got another helper here, Brother Tahir. So what do you think of the house so far, Tahir?
I think it's big
All right.
and cool, kind
All right. What about you, Drexel?
About the house, it's looking good so far.
Say it again.
It's looking good so far.
All right. All right. So today, everybody, working on multiple fronts. We're getting the electrical roughed in, all the wiring and everything, and then we'll be ready to put the actual fixtures in. But before we close the walls up, the rough end electrical has to be inspected, and then we also have to do our plumbing. And once the plumbing is done, all of our MEPs, and that's mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC system, will be completely in this house. And you know, we have our HVAC installed, so that system is a go. We got our well in place back there, and this is our view. This is Sunday, and I'm out here in New Kemet in our Farrows Row subdivision, and look at the peace you wake up to. I mean, it absolutely gets no better than this. All right. For those of you who haven't seen the inside of the house, I'll go and walk through that again for you. But this is our first A-frame pyramid inspired house for New Kemet. You guys heard me talk about this for almost 2 years. And to be at the point of actually building is incredible. This is your front entrance here. You have a huge 96-inch doorway, double door iron doors. As soon as you come in, you see all three levels. To the left is the kitchen, and then you have your living room space here. You look up from the floor to the ground to the top is 31 feet. You can see the second and third floor loft areas. As I mentioned, once again, this is your dining area here. This is your kitchen, and you guys can see how the inside is going to look if you go to our Black Achievement Fund website and go under Our Land, and you'll see Pyramid 1, and you'll see the actual finished images of what this is going to look like. We made the house bigger than the images that you'll see, and we took out the fireplace. Going through, you have storage under the stairs here. You have your laundry room, mechanicals. You have your guest bathroom, shower, tub, toilet, sink. First floor, guest bedroom. Main bedroom on the first floor. Main bathroom on the first floor. Two-person shower, tub, walk-in closet. And now we're gonna go to second floor. And as you go up the second floor, this is your view. To the left, we're on the second floor loft now. This is the view from your second floor loft. There's a balcony here, and you can see to downstairs. And this house is positioned east to west. The sun rises right in front of you every morning, and then the sun sets in the back of the house. This is your main bedroom on the second floor, and it's covered up now, but you have a huge 14 by 6 foot balcony with another amazing view. Your walk-in closet. And then your main bathroom. Okay. All right, and there's two entrances. There's an entrance from the loft and an entrance from inside of the guests on the loft area. They can use your bathroom without going through your bedroom. And then we have the third floor. I'm on the third floor now, and this is the view from the third floor loft area. We're at the very top of the house now. This is the third floor. This is going to be a library, so there's going to be custom shelving starting from underneath that window, going all the way to the edge of this banister. And this is the view from the third floor. And then you also have a walkout deck off of the third floor as well. And this is the view. And that land that you see in front of us, that is our collectively owned land. And we're looking to build This same house, this same house, well, very similar, right there, right there in that patch that you see is clear. That's what we're raising capital for. And I'm here this Sunday inside of the house to show you guys that we have the ability to do everything that we're saying that we want to do. We to build our own communities from scratch, bigger, better than ever. That is the only objective I can think of that we should be working towards right now. Pooling our capital and rebuild that we lost. All of those Black Wall Streets that we had in virtually every state that we were in. We had great retreat communities like Idlewild, Michigan, where you had our renowned doctors and business leaders and political leaders all convening over the summer. Places like Sag Harbor. So this first community that we're creating, this is a retreat community. And it's a retreat community for a reason. We are retreating from all of the chaos and the environmental decay of major cities. We're retreating. We're retreating to nature. We are retreating to a place that we can find healing. Of the 112 acres, absolutely no more than 40 of these acres is going to be devoted to residential development. All the rest is going to be green space, produce plots, chicken raising operations, beekeeping operations, everything that is going to allow us to live in peace, to live a healthy lifestyle, a place where our children can come outside and play in the dirt. I had my son out here, babysitter canceled, had my son out here with me, 2 years old, and I had anxiety all day. I was like, man, am I gonna be able to get any work done? And I tell you, my son played out here in the dirt all day long. All day long. It was absolutely beautiful to see. And as you can see here, we're training one of our young people on heavy equipment. He's 23 years old, but he's learning how to operate a boom lift. This is what the Black Achievement Fund is all about. Not just talking every week, not just talking every week, but making sure that what we say leads to progress, what we say leads to action. All right, it's a Sunday. Look what he's doing. Learning on the job. Now, you look at this piece of equipment. We should own this equipment as the Black Achievement Fund. Every piece of heavy construction equipment we should own. This is the whole purpose of what we're doing. Pool our capital together, purchase all of the things necessary to rebuild the communities that we lost. All right, if you want to build a school, you need heavy equipment. You need people who know how to work heavy equipment. You need architects. You need framers. You need the know-how. And what we're saying with the Black Achievement Fund, we are not just talking. We don't have 5,000 members. We don't have 10,000 members, but we are still out here making progress. And for me, the whole theme of it all is that, once again, it does not take many people to achieve something great. It don't take many people. So imagine when we finally reach capacity and get to 10 million people, how powerful we're going to be. This is a really, really proud day for me today to see our members engage in the actual building of the community that we've been talking about. A father out here with his sons showing them the process of installing electricity in a house. Start from the very beginning. We are literally building the world that we want to live in. You say, what are we building here? This is a house. This house is 3,000 square feet, 3 floors, 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2 balconies, one off the second floor and one off of the third floor. Sits on an acre of land. It has its own private well. 5-ton HVAC system. I'm going to the backyard now. This is the back deck. You got a huge 38-foot by 14 feet deck. And then you have your decks off of your main bedroom, off of the second floor, and the deck that I showed you off of the third floor loft. Yep. This is the A-frame house. And this is a massive A-frame house. Like I said, it is 3,000 square feet. And this is the backyard. This is the view. That's the view. And now I'm gonna walk you over to Black Achievement Fund land that we collectively own. So I want to explain to a lot of you all out there that although the Black Achievement Fund is a nonprofit organization, we are also allowed to operate for-profit businesses so long as the capital generated goes to fund our mission, which is Black economic and community development. In addition to that, we have ways in which we are working privately to generate capital for ourselves as well. One of these ways is the private development of what you're seeing here, Pharaoh's Row subdivision. And this is the first mini subdivision in our New Kemet retreat and residential community. All right? Everyone who is buying a home out here, they own that 1 acre lot outright. It is deeded to them in their name, is not in the Black Achievement Fund's name. They are part of an HOA. They have full voting rights in that HOA. And any equity that they accrue in their house belongs 100% to them. They don't have to give the Black Achievement Fund any money or anything like that. But at the same time, the development over here is increasing the value of the land here. This is the Black Achievement Fund's land that I'm standing on right here, right now. So we've cleared all of what you see here, but this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I want y'all to see this right now. I want y'all to see this. We own all of this land that you see. All of this land that you see, the Black Achievement Fund owns collectively. 159 members from across 22 states pooled their money together over 24 months, and we were able to buy this land outright with no mortgage. And now we are attempting to develop the land. And one of the first things we're looking to do is to build our very own guest house. In the same way you come to Atlanta, we have our Kemet Club. That is our members only cultural space in Atlanta, Georgia. Now you'll be able to take a shuttle from there and come to our privately owned land and be in our privately owned guest house. And this is also a way that we're going to generate revenue for the organization. All right. Members will have access to the guest house on a very charitable basis. And we will Airbnb it out to members in our community to generate revenue, to pay the mortgage. But what's happening over here impacts over here. So the value of this land is steady growing by the development that we're doing over here. This is how the private and the nonprofit work collaboratively. All right. This is how we begin the process of building real capital for our organization. There's only so much that this land is going to go up in value. But once we build a structure on it and put that structure right here on our land, look how much more equity we're going to start to generate from that land. And this is equity to do things like buy more land under the Black Achievement Fund. And the communities that we're building, we're not trying to build any communities to be exclusive of anyone. The communities that we're building, these are communities to showcase black, a black worldview, a black perspective on development, and for us to be safe and at peace in this country. All right? This place is going to be super secure. We're going to know who's coming in and who's coming out. We're not lackadaisical about security. Each of our subdivisions are fully gated. Our 94-acre plot of land is fully gated. And all of our plots of land, there is only one way in and one way out. So we have thought seriously about security because we live in crazy times. But we are on the cusp of greatness, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one of the most prized communities in Black America. And you are a part of the very beginning of the building of it. This is where it starts, one house. And you see over there, we're working on the second house. Hopefully the Black Achievement Fund is going to be the third house right over here. But this is how it starts. Action, 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 action. Not just talk. Putting our money where our mouth is. If you say you think that it's a good idea for black people to pool their money together so that we can rebuild our own communities, then you should be a member of the Black Achievement Fund. Everything that we say that we're going to do, we do. And it's that cut and dry. But we can't do any of it if you're not doing what you're saying that you're going to do. And that is contribute to $9. Contribute to $9. We're not asking for $90. We're not asking for $900. We're asking for $9 a month. $9 a month. And what has that $9 a month done so far? We got our own land. I mean, that's critical in and of itself. We own our 9 acres of land we own at this point. All right. We have our own cultural center. We've given out thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to members and our other nonprofit organizations. We've had countless educational, free educational programming. Right now, Black Achievement Fund members have access to our Standing on the Shoulders of Giants curriculum, our Breaking Barriers African American History Series, Volume 1. We actually have 2 volumes out right now. We're still in Black History Month, so please take advantage of these awesome, awesome, awesome curricula. To access, just go to baf.solutions/members only for our members only page. And if you forgot the password, just email us at info@baf.solutions and we'll give you the password to the members only page. So right now we're working on getting electricity on our 94-acre plot where our glamping operations are, as well as a water well and some other hard infrastructure, so that when we all converge back on the land this year, we're going to have more comfort than we had last year. And every single year that you come back, you're going to see more and more and more progress. And we're doing all of this with 500 paying members a month. We have 3,500 members, but we actually receive monthly contributions from around 500 or so of those 3,500 members. This community doing what we're doing, the Black Achievement Fund, we have been in existence since 1996. That's when we first came up with this idea as students on the campus of the University of Virginia. And we spent all of our free time plotting out the campaign, plotting out the strategy, the model, all of those things. And it was just, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. And we were ready to actually launch the campaign right after undergrad. It was like 22-year-old, newly minted college graduates, and all of our mentors was like, we know y'all are smart, but you need a little bit more life experience, business experience, organizational experience before the community is going to entrust you with $1 billion. So we were like, okay, fine. We went out into the world and we never retreated from the idea of launching the Black Achievement Fund. And everything that I've done in my career has been geared towards the fulfillment of this mission, Black economic independence. Understanding that there is absolutely no way in the world Black Americans should be collectively broke. There is absolutely no reason in the world collectively Black Americans don't own and operate the most exclusive hotels and restaurants and businesses, that we don't have our own top-notch hospitals and research centers and technology centers. There is no way in the world in 2026, with the wealth, the intelligence, the connections that we have, that we should not be at the forefront of every industry. And I'm talking about operating on our own accord. And that's not to say that Integration is bad. That's not to say that working for other companies is bad. What I'm saying is that why can't we also, why can't we also have our own stuff just like other people? Why can't we also build an economy like other people? And I'm hoping that all of you who've been paying attention have been seeing all of our words transform to action, transform to achievement. Getting all of this done, getting this community finance wasn't easy, but there is beauty in the struggle. And the knowledge that I've gained is absolutely invaluable. Now I know what's necessary to start a subdivision. Now I know what's necessary to get water on a property. One of our contractors is calling me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day here in Pharaoh's Row. For those of you who are interested in volunteering with us, hit us up at info@baf.solutions. If you're interested in buying a 1 acre lot, hit us up at info@baf.solutions. If you have any suggestions, any comments, hit us up at info@baf.solutions. But more importantly, share this information with others. And if you know the $9 isn't coming out of your account, go to the website and update your credit debit card so that we can show even more progress quicker. All right, signing off again. There's no live info session today. We're out here trying to get this house built while we have some beautiful weather. So I will see you all soon. Look for more updates next week.